everyone, it's Paige Royal of Pure Vita Performance, your cycling, nutrition, and mindset coach and coach to the Pure Vita Mavericks, and I'm coming to you today with a cycling tip. So today we are talking fast legs, but before I get into that, definitely make sure that you watch this video till the end because I have something special that I'm offering, so stay tuned. So fast legs. So for those of you who are more experienced, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this could be a refresher for you as to the importance. And for those of you who are newish or, in the first few years of cycling, you definitely want to listen to this to see if you're actually doing it. So you will hear people say a lot, refer to cadence and RPM. And so what that means is how many times cadence or RPM actually means revolutions per minute. So that means how many times your foot is going around in a circular motion when you're pedaling on your bike in 360 degrees. So you should typically be riding around the 90 mark. Obviously this is going to change as grade changes, but that's what you want to be aiming for. This is something that we work on every single week in Rock Your Ride Body and Mind. When we do our cycling classes, I am always working on fast legs in every class. That's how important it is. And you should be working on this year round, to be honest. And eventually it becomes second nature. So one of the easiest ways to gauge this is to actually get a bike computer. So when you purchase your bike computer, you want to make sure that you get one that reads cadence, which means you're going to need a little sensor that's going to actually pick that up for you. And it's the only thing that I recommend. Obviously you're going to have speed and, whatever other things that you have on your bike that you're able to read, your heart rate, your power, all that kind of stuff. But cadence as a newer rider is the number one important thing to be working on. And I'm going to tell you why. So the number one reason why you want to be working on fast legs, you want to be working on bringing up your cadence and your RPM is because it's going to make you more efficient. And when you become a more efficient on the bike in this way, it means that you're going to be able to ride longer, which means that you're going to be able to ride further. And who doesn't want that, right? So a really great analogy for this is actually when you go to the gym. So say you have the chance to work out with a 5-pound dumbbell or a 15-pound dumbbell. The 5-pound you could probably stand there and do for I don't even know how many reps. The 15-pound dumbbell, is going to be a bit more of a limited time. So this is the same thing on the bike. When you're turning your legs faster, it typically means that you're going to be able to go further because you're not going to be using as much energy as you would if you were turning the legs really slowly, because it would feel a lot harder and you'd be blowing through a lot more glycogen in your muscles that way. So it's going to shorten your ride. And there's two ways, so therefore there's two ways to get to the same amount of power. So I just firstly want to give you a definition of power that I have here. So power is the amount of energy that you deliver to your pedals, measured in watts, measures the intensity of your ride. So there's one of two ways to get to the same amount of power. And one is you can be in a harder gear and turn the pedals, or you can be in an easier gear and turn the pedals faster for a little bit longer and get to the same power. So say 100 watts or something, 150 watts or something like that. I don't want to get too caught up in the numbers. But the number one reason why you want to be working on this is so that you can get the leg speed up, because what it's going to do is it's going to challenge you cardiovascularly. It's not going to challenge you so much muscularly. It's actually going to be working on the little muscles as well as the more predominant muscles when you start to do fast legs. So you could get really winded in the beginning, but it's definitely something that you want to be working on. So the number one reason why you want to be working on fast legs is so that you can be more efficient, so that you can ride further and longer, and with more ease. So that's what I have for you today. But before I go, I want to offer you something really special. I have my Rock Your Ride Body and Mind program that is starting on February 27th. It's going to go for 6 weeks, which means it will end on April 9th, I believe. And this is a program where we're doing cycling classes once a week on Wednesdays. There'll be 3 nutrition coaching calls. You're going to get my nutrition kickstart, which is amazing. There's going to be lists of yes foods, there's lists of foods you want to limit, and then no foods, mix and match meal plan, and then definitely all of my tips and tricks for active and busy women that are really, some of my favorite gadgets are going to be in there for your kitchen. And what else? We have a Facebook page, which is super interactive. I'm also doing, for those of you who want to participate in the self-care, self-talk challenges, those were really popular in the group. Got the women out of their comfort zone thinking about themselves, but it's a part of what I do, the 3 pillars, which is working on exercise, nutrition, and your mindset so that you can set yourself up for success. And of course, I'm going to be in there super active, answering all of your questions whenever they come up. And we are going to be rocking those hills come start of the season. So even if your season comes a little earlier, ours is going to come here in Canada, is going to come in April. We will be hitting the road on our bikes. So I would just love you to join this program. So I can't wait to see who's going to be signing up. All right. So, and actually, I guess I need to tell you the early bird special. You are going to be getting in, the program is $197, and right now I'm offering it for $177. That's $177, and that is going to be on until February 17th. So that's this Friday at 10 p.m. So get your buns and gears, get yourself signed up. We already have a few women already signed up, which is amazing. And I can't wait to see you in there. Okay. Have a great day.